Well, it is time. A
Welcome
brand
to
new
Newcomer,
dandy-inspired
the heart of
game.
imagination,
This
like
game
an
is
episode
called
of a
Toon
great
Universe.
story. Here, we don't
Now
just
keep in
story,
mind this
we
game
plant the
is in
seed, the
early
vision
access,
that propels
so
humanity into the
it's
future.
not yet out
Prepare
to
to
the
be part of
public,
an
but early
exciting
access has been
journey
going
where
on for at least
experimentation
2 weeks.
knows no bounds and ideas
This
roll
game
into
has a
reality.
lot of potential. Good amount of agents, decent effective, if not one of the best I ever seen. It is quite challenging as well. Each agent has its own unique concepts, and I will be showing you one of those agents in a solo one, that being Koi. Nevertheless, let's get right into the solo one. And apologies for not having much to talk about, as this is my first time recording in more than 3 years, and I just talk what I want when it comes to my head, so there isn't much to talk about. Now this will be quite a short solo one, since solo one takes time. So this will be at least floor 5 for a floor 5 goal. Now, Koi stats is decent. 5-star extraction, 4-star move, 4-star hacking speed, 3-star stamina and speed, and 1-star sanity. Which the sanity is not yet fully ready, so my sanity drained a lot lower. It should also be noticed that again, this game is early access. So these are bound days, and there is still quite a lot of bugs, especially with Koi. Like example, elevator doors closing. That is a bug. Not only that, her passive as well as other agents' ability like Squidow's active is also broken, so that also needs to be worked on. And I'll say it again, this game has potential. Each infected and agent has its own unique concepts. Now, you could easily watch other videos about them, but this will be a showcase of the agents of Koi and the infected that we encounter are up to floor 5. Hope you enjoy the walk gameplay, because there isn't much to commentate on. I may commentate once in a while, but other than that, there's not much to commentate anyway. I will also be making a few checks in there and then about Koi, and hopefully make some sort of feedback at the end once we reach floor 5. But don't expect too much feedback, because I'm not an expert in feedback, so I don't really know much about that. I personally like the skill checks. It's better than the Danny World circle skill checks, because these kind of skill checks happens at different speed organizations. Like some is faster, sometimes it's slower, sometimes it's easily fast, and all that. Oh, and it's blackout.
I swear this is in the budget. You
just have to find the fuse
That
box
is
and
one
turn it back
thing.
on.
That's one thing that this game has better than Danny's World.
I owe you
That blackout can happen randomly.
Oh no, the
Yes, you
connection.
can get it
It's
back,
cutting
but
out.
if you don't get it back,
I'm losing you.
then it remains
Losing you.
like this
Goodbye.
until the next floor or until you fix it. And it is only one. It is only one of three. One of three event floors, as well. Speaking of Koi is also very ideal for solo ones because of her stats and her ability, which you just saw, is an active ability. It gives me damage immunity and allows me the ability to stun the infected. Though it should also be mentioned that it drains my stamina fully, so I can't do too much about that, other than stun the infected and then immediately bail. Now, a suggestion that I've been thinking about when trying to counteract this is give Koi stamina back. Not fully, but for every stun Koi gets with her ability, once her ability ends, she gains 15 stamina back for each stun. It at least gives Koi some stamina to get away easily. Though it might be too powerful, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about the section. Anyway, back to gameplay, which, as you can see, isn't much commentary anyway. And I discard using their Echo War ability to locate me, in case you guys didn't know. And this is the elevator bug I've been talking about. I am the only one here, and yet the elevator door is not shutting. While this is a bug, it's not that severe, so hopefully that'll be fixed soon. Now this is also mobile, so I can't really I can't really do the classical F9 what you use on computer to show what is wrong with it. So that you look better than before. It's a flaw when while I'm recording this. Now this USB is very good on computer. It says right here.
Okay, I'm done here. Thank you.
On a computer tactile. While the glow is attraction speed. And that TNR and copper. TNR, some of these infected are some of the highest challenges ever. TNR. He has multiple holes in the roof all over the map. And he can be at multiple places at once. Which means you have to look up and see the holes. And you don't know when he is going to show up in that hole. Because he is silent about it. And by the time you figure it out, it might be too late because you would have already taken a hit. That's what makes it challenging for this game. You constantly have to look up and all around you to make sure you don't get hit.
I swear this is in the budget. We just have to find the fuse box and turn it back on.
If you don't have the survival skill for the game, then you're just going to die a lot on the early floors to do TNR or even other kinds of infected. that is one thing that this game has, which makes it better than Danny's World. Now, the sanity bar, which is on my left, is also a anti-distractor thing. The longer the infected stay on you, the more your sanity drains. Once it goes down all the way, then you start having your stamina drained, which means you have to break contact immediately in order to gain stamina back. That is what makes it pretty challenging. That's what makes it a good way to survive. Because unlike Danny's World, you are literally forced. Unlike Danny's World, it literally offers an unstoppable distracting method without any consequence, and that is what ruined Danny's World. Meanwhile, with this game, which is inspired by Danny's World, they actually have an anti-distractor method, which means you have to at least rely on survival skills instead of constantly distracting an infected for a very long time. Because with this anti-distraction, you cannot distract them for long. Another thing that makes it challenging. Not only that, each of the infected has its own unique concept, much better concept than what Danny's World twists are. You got very niche twisted in Danny's World that hardly do a thing. Like you got commons, you got uncommons, which most of the time don't have any unique concept. They just have either slower speed and higher attention span, or just normal with decent speed and average. The wares and mains are the only ones that have unique concepts. Even then, it's hard to get those because of the spawn rate.
Honestly, could have gone worse.
Meanwhile, the infected in this, each one has its own unique concept. Some might be niche, but some are very unique and brings a challenge to this game, which is definitely more entertaining. It keeps you on guard. Forces you to be ready for anything. Like this one. This one is infected limit. This one increases the chance of gas leaks.
Hey, so
and the
no
dolphin
problem
one,
here. This
that's
floor
this
is,
dog,
covered in
with
gas. It makes you really tired.
which
And,
can
you
know
just
your
need to
location when he
get out of
does
this.
an echo war
Get out as quick as
location.
possible. You need to
GNR, as I already
Get out,
explained, is
yeah.
in the roof.
It's a gas leak.
While some may be niche, as I said, some may be niche, but some are very unique. Like Tipo. Infected Tipo applies a slow down debuff on you when I believe when they spot you. So that makes it pretty difficult for high speed agents to get away or to even distract. Copper, I believe, increases in speed the longer he is on you, which means at one point you won't be able to outrun Copper at all. Which really also means that you cannot distract him forever, because he gets faster. The longer he stays in chase on you. Now the main machine is also dependent on how many machines there is there. While this game does have a machine system that increases in machine depending on how many players is in the
Didn't
game
even break a sweat.
or how high you are going. The longer you are going, the more machines you have to do. It is pretty simple forward. It also increases the infected numbers. So once you get higher and higher, you are bound to face more and more infected, which makes it even more challenging. Which is what every player should have.
Nice.
A very good challenge that pushes them to the limit, keeps them very entertained, makes it more satisfying to complete. Anyway, they also have a good amount of items at your disposal for the game. It should also be noted that some agents will also get
You're
the
fine.
buff,
I'm
like
fine.
like
Think it's
Selena.
fine?
Selena is a bat-like agent with the ability like Speed, but except it's only for her and not exclusive to machines and infected.
Alright, what is the good
Selena is supposed to be a team-based player, but with her ability, it makes her extremely selfish character. So, which for me makes her decent at solos, but not the best, because Selena's stats is almost like Koi's, but the opposite in extraction and sanity. Speaking of Selena, that's Selena right behind me. She acts like a weeping angel, forcing you to keep your camera on her. If you look away, she moves. See? She moves when you move your camera away. Though Investor Selena is bugged, she may start moving. She may start moving even though you're looking at her. That's to be kept noted. It seems that it's a bug that will hopefully be fixed soon. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Selena is the best in sanity, but the worst in extraction. So she is only good on machines wise, while Koi is good on machine and extracting. The abilities is what keeps Selena very safe during solo, because her passive allows her to keep track of the infected, and her active ability allows her to locate all machines at the same time.
Going down.
Oh shit, this is a bad spot to be in. Nothing I can handle though. Selene, stop moving. Stop. As I was saying, Selene is decent at solo, but not the best pick for solo. If you want to do a solo, your best pick, in my opinion, is Koi. She has the decent stats for solo. Now there is another agent out there that is good for solos, but it's very dependent. Because that being GNR. GNR is the opposite of Koi. The best in hacking, and extraction. 5 bars in hacking, 4 bars in extraction. The only difference is that GNR has 2 bars in sanity, has 3 bars sanity with 2 more higher than Koi. but slower speed and stamina than Koi. While DNR's ability is decent, no, he is still very limited. Like Copper and T-Bow could easily kill him. So I would say that DNR is probably the second best. In solos, while Koi is the better one in my opinion. Though that's my opinion, I could be wrong. But I honestly prefer Koi more.
Elevator stopped.
Honestly,
I need the fuses to
use
start
Koi
it again.
more than DNR.
Grab someone, put him in the fuse box by the elevator. Thanks.
And speaking of event floors, this is another one of the event floors. One of the last event floors. Now, Selena, her ability will hopefully become global. Because, as mentioned, there is still a lot of stuff that needs to be added. Speaking of which, there will be something better for the blackout, which I look forward to, because it already looks like a very good design of blackout boxes. Damn, these fuses are hard to find. Damn, Celine, you're very fast. Alright, we got the fuses. We need to get back to the elevator soon. Oh, on the bell. Get that in. And that's done. Floor 4. We are on to floor 5. Now there was another bug here, which allowed the infected to somehow sneak into the elevator, which I just experienced that earlier this week. It's pretty mind-boggling, but as I said, bugs is what bugs are, so there isn't too much to worry about that, because it will be fixed. When it gets the time. As for criticism, there is hardly any reason to make such a heavy criticism of full negative feedback about this game. Because there's already heavy criticism of the game that's saying that Toon Universe is not any better than Danny's World, all because it has distracting, just like Danny's World. Just because it has distracting doesn't mean it's going to end up bringing the same downfall to the game, just like it did with Danny's World. Which is why I was explaining about the sanity. And keep in mind, game is still in early access, so it is still wrong to call the game bad when it still has a lot of bugs and it's not fully tested and ready for the public. There's a reason why it is unfinished. The way this heavy criticism video worked is that they compared this game to Dandy's World, saying that this game is just as bad as Dandy's World.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Without interacting more with the community or the developers and figuring out more about the game. In my opinion, it's better to gather details, figure out what is wrong with the game, and hopefully make a suggestion on how that can be improved, not just full-on negative feedback. Because if that is just what you do, then the game cannot improve if you don't give a positive feedback. Like make suggestions. I understand for some people, these type of games might not be for them, which I don't really, which is their opinion. I'm not going to dive too deep into that. But if you want to make a review of the game and criticism, please at least does get your information right, and like, you know, if you don't know much about it, ask around. Ask about what the game is about, any bugs, all that. Once you have all that, then you can make a review. Just make sure not to give a full negative feedback. That doesn't really help the game improve, because if you're not making any suggestions that could help the game whatsoever. But Squirtle is blocking the entrance. Fuck off, Squirtle, with your tentacle abilities.
Gotcha. So it looks like you maniacs will have to take
Now,
care
where
of it.
is
There's
this
a box or
last
something got
machine?
flipped. It'll be around here somewhere.
Maybe
Cheers.
it's over here. I know I was over here earlier. Yeah, it's over here. How the fuck did I forget? Okay, let's finish this up. Goddamn good. Gotta hit the perfect or wait. So I should really be mastering more on hitting perfect, because perfect gives way more progress than great or good. There we go. That's a perfect. Oh shit! Hey people, fuck off! Anyway, that is about it for this showcase. Since we have just hit the floor 5 quota. So if you like this video, let me know. It really helps, as it might motivate me to make more videos like this. And if this game interests you, then you can play this once it comes out.
You're fine.
Oh,
I'm
this
fine.
better be
Because
good.
I believe
It's
early,
fine.
or you can join the Discord server and the Roblox group once you win a giveaway, because they will be doing giveaway raffles on live stream for YouTube, which is at random. So stay tuned for those. Without further ado, farewell and have a nice day.